Scalzo, Zogby, and Wittig, and the law offices of Ricardo J. Morrow.
Coming up aboard the Express, the Whitesboro Warriors are on the hunt for their first win of the season as they host Henninger.
Plus, a special night for the Notre Dame Jugglers as they honor former head coach Ben Rizzo with a field dedication.
But first, time for tonight's big game. Class B East matchup at Central Valley Academy as Thor and the Thunder host the New Hartford Spartans. Everyone is out for this one, including the Central Valley Pop Warner team. And Alicia, they actually started a Spencer chant. It was so cool.
Are you sure they weren't yelling Alicia? We don't know.
I don't know.
There's no sound.
Either way, thanks guys.
First quarter, 4:30 to play. Spartans on top by 2, but a red zone mishap. A fumbled snap. Christian Cacciatore emerges from the chaos with the ball, and the Thunder escaped the threat.
They couldn't capitalize, though. Still no score in the second. NH back on the one, and that time found a way through. Tyler Pataki, quarterback keeper. PAT good, 7-0 Spartans.
With under 2 minutes to play in the half, CVA on the 17, Michael Durberg dumps it off to Mitchell Arndt, and he does the rest. Spartans aren't able to catch him up the outside. Extra point good. Tied up at 7.
Nicely done.
Thank you. You wrote it, but.
New Hartford makes a late push to try for a halftime lead. Just seconds on the clock. Pataki heaves it up. Cole Brewer reaches out for the one-handed interception. But wait, there's more. Colin Oskowski then pokes it free. Brody Herman falls on it. The Spartans recover. Wild sequence, but it's 7s at the half.
That was crazy. No scoring throughout the second half. We need overtime to decide it. New Hartford has it on the 5. Pataki hands it off to Vinny Finale for a hard-fought run up the middle and over the goal line. That ends it. Spartans walk things off in Ilion for a 13-7 overtime victory.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sports Express. What a start to the season for New Hartford. They are now 2-0. Good start in Spartan Nation.
Big game for a reason.
Yeah, that's true.
But back here in Utica, it was a special night for the Notre Dame Jugglers as they honored and highlighted a successful former coach. During halftime, there was a special ceremony officially naming the Jugglers home as Coach Ben Rizzo Field.
In addition to honoring Rizzo, Notre Dame is also celebrating the 50th anniversary of its undefeated 1969 football team. Rizzo helped guide the Jugglers football team to success over 11 total seasons, earning him membership in the Greater Utica Sports Hall of Fame and Notre Dame's Athletic Hall of Fame.
With Rizzo as head coach, the Jugglers claimed 3 Central Oneida League championships, 8 city championships, and also had a perfect record in 1973. Rizzo told us he was surprised and very humbled by this honor.
It was extremely heart-wrenching for me. I mean, I never expected anything like this. There are a lot of people that made the successful teams that I coached, all my coaching staff, the ball players. What more can I say? I lived a life of happiness for the 10 or 12 years that I was here.
The Jugglers had a game to play, though, as they hosted Southern Hills. Notre Dame hoping the festivities would spark a win.
It was clear skies tonight, but the Storm were packing a punch in this one. Tony Massano on the sweep, heads to the outside, tiptoes down the line, even shakes off a couple of tackles, tumbles into the end zone. Southern Hills up 7-0.
The Jugglers try to get some offense going. Mike Peterson steps back in the pocket, launches downfield. Paul Zamanek hauls it in for the big gain. Unfortunately, Notre Dame couldn't cash in.
Second quarter, the Storm doubles its lead here as Will Hardy calls his own number. Wide open gap up the middle, takes the angle all the way to the house. Tough loss for Notre Dame as they fall to Southern Hills 49-6.
Apparently, it's Hawaiian night at Chiz Fry Field in Whitesboro as the Warriors look to bounce back from a Week 1 loss to Proctor. They take on Henninger.
We were underdressed for that. Third quarter of this one with the Borough up by 6. Check out this run by Jeff Cabino. Appears to be stopped early, but steps over his defender, stays on his feet, casually breaking some more ankles en route to a big gain.
Good stuff from the junior there. Whitesboro couldn't take advantage, though. Then Henninger in Warriors territory. That's Gavin Cook hitting Craig Reeves Jr. on the slant. Reeves outruns the defense for the touchdown. With the extra point, the Black Knights take a 7-6 lead.
In the fourth, the Warriors with it. Zach Britt buying time out of the pocket, squares up, fires into the end zone, where it is caught by Nick Sardina. Big play for the Warriors, as that would be the difference. Whitesboro takes this one 12-7.
in Frankfurt. The Maroon Knights are looking to build off a Week 1 win as they host the Onondaga Tigers.
The first half was all Frankfurt Schuyler opening frame scoreless contest, but the Knights knocking at the doorstep after a fumble recovery. Jeff DeSaro with the quarterback keeper. Frankfurt on the board 7-0.
Later in the quarter, Nick Manine punches it in from a couple yards out, and the Maroon Knights are rolling up 14-zip.
Second stanza, Tyler Rosati getting in on the scoring front. Rosati with the sweep to the outside walks right into the end zone. Frankfurt with a 3-touchdown lead.
The home team will score one more time before the break. DeSaro pitches to Rosati for 6, his second TD of the night. PAT no good. So the Knights just lead 27-0 heading into the locker room. Yeah, that's it.
No big deal.
With the 39-12 win, Frankfurt Schuyler improves to 2-0 on the season. The Maroon Knights play Dolgeville next week. That should be a good one.
Yeah.
That should be a fun.
We're gonna circle that one on our calendar.
We'll circle that one for sure. That'll do it for the first period here on Sports Express. Plenty more still coming your way.
Yes, that includes, we're going to introduce you to our first athlete of the fall 2019 season. As a senior, this quarterback is embracing the leadership role on and off the field as he looks to leave his mark on the football program. But first, let's check out other scores from around the area in our Sports Express Scoremaster.
If you want to join the conversation on Twitter, use hashtag SportsExpress. This is Sports Express Athlete of the Week. Brought to you by Scalzo, Zogby & Wittig and the law offices of Ricardo J. Morrow. This is Sports Express Athlete of the Week. Brought to you by Scalzo, Zogby & Wittig and the law offices of Ricardo J. Morrow.
Welcome back to Sports Express. It's time now to unveil our first Athlete of the Week.
Yeah, he's been the focal point for his team's offense for the past 3 seasons plus. In his 4th year as a starter, he's confident in that position.
The Clinton football team goes as Tanner Devins goes. The quarterback is embracing his senior leadership role for the Warriors. Devins kicked off the 2019 season with a spectacular performance in Clinton's 34-6 win over Adirondack. Devins tallied 203 yards in the contest, accounting for 4 touchdowns, 3 on the ground and 1 in the air. There's a lot of responsibility that comes with being a QB, but Tanner is always up for the task.
It felt really open, and the first thing I want to do is thank my offensive line. So what a quarterback should always do. And really Coach has pumped us all up before that, and even way before the season even started, we've been in the weight room and we've been grinding, so I think it was a well-deserved win. I want to leave the culture here. I want to create some, and I want to put Clinton football back on the map again.
He practices at a very high pace. One of the things that we talk about is we don't necessarily win the game on Saturdays, we win the game Monday through Friday at practice. So, you know, he practices at a high tempo. He obviously is extremely athletic. He's got some wheels. He's really been working on his speed. His ball handling is really good with our looks that we have. And I think that opens up a lot of the stuff. You know, he really knows how to sell. And you know, he can throw too. We didn't show too much on last Saturday, but it's coming, I promise.
If you know of a high school athlete who deserves to be our Athlete of the Week, there it is. Our contact info, call, email, hit us up on Twitter, send us a message on Facebook. Whatever you got to do, get those nominations in. If you're a coach, athletic director, parent, teammate, just send us who you would like to be nominated and why. Give us some of their stats and a story about them, and we'll give you a shot. All featured athletes will receive a plaque courtesy of CNY Awards and Apparel.
Yeah, definitely shout out to Clinton for actually nominating.
Yeah.
It's very nice, especially week one, you know, and it means a lot to these kids, you know,
sure.
Tanner being a senior, you know, they appreciate the plaque.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Absolutely. I never got one.
And you get
so.
to talk to one of us, so.
Minor details. That'll take us to the second intermission here on Sports Express. We're not done just yet, though.
Coming up next, after a statement win under the lights against St. Lawrence last weekend, the Utica College Pioneers back at Gaetano Stadium, taking on Buffalo State.
For final scores and video highlights from tonight's games, log on to WKTV.com. This is Sports Express, brought to you by Scalzo, Zogby & Wittig and the law offices of Ricardo J. Morrow.
A merry welcome back aboard the Express. In our final segment tonight, we take a look at some college ball.
The Utica College Pioneers began the 2019 season with a big statement in the form of a 41-14 win over St. Lawrence. It was the 11th straight Week 1 win for UC, with both the offense and the defense contributing on the scoreboard. Though happy with that result, the Pioneers say they took Sunday to enjoy it before turning their focus to this week's opponent, Buffalo State.
Utica is very familiar with this Bengals squad. Being a former Empire 8 rival, these teams have met every year since 2012. The Pioneers lead the all-time series 5-2 and have also won the last 3 matchups. Still, the Pioneers expect a tough test come tomorrow.
They're a fast team. I think their defense has improved from a year ago. Their quarterback is very athletic. We're going to have to contain him. He does a lot, with his legs and running around. So we got to make sure we keep him in the pocket. They have some very talented skill players. So definitely have one of the faster teams we're going to play. And so we got to make sure we tackle well.
Yeah, we're expecting them 20 personnel. They like to spread the offense out too. They run the ball and pass the ball, but I mean they're kind of 50-50. So I mean, run pass is what I'm talking about. And so I mean it's just a matter of seeing your key and performing.
No, we play them, for many years now, and they're fast, athletic, and look forward to going out there and just pushing the pile.
Kickoff for this contest at Gaetano Stadium is at noon.
I believe I'll be there. And more high school football games on tap for tomorrow. The 1-0 Clinton Warriors, we just heard from them. They're going to head out to Little Falls to take on the Mounties for a Class C battle. And another all-local matchup staying in Class C, Holland Patton in search of their first win of the season as they battle Mount Markham. And it's the game we've all had circled on the calendar all year, the ACC showdown between #1 Clemson and now unranked Syracuse at the Dome. Kickoff tomorrow night at 7:30. Could go either way, to be honest. After, Week 1 win, Maryland loss.
Yeah.
It's kind of a tough.
It's one of those things you feel like, okay, there might be a bounce back. They're going to be excited for that. It's going to be sold out. They've also played Clemson pretty well, but
#1 team in the country.
#1 team in the country.
We'll see.
We'll see. That's it for us. We'll see you back here next Friday for another edition of Sports Express.